Aquarius, do 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 do. Aquarius, do 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 do. I always want to do that. I used to do that all the time when I did your reading. Do 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 do. Woohoo! Okay, what's coming in for you, Aquarius? I'm obviously feeling I'm getting into my Aquarius mode. Got Venus in Aquarius, so that helps me a little bit. Let me know what you've got. Sun, Moon, Rising in Aquarius. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Okay. You had a rocky at least 6 months. There's been a lot of call on you to really clarify and refine what it is you want across the board. You know, in this reading, we're going to look at career. We're going to look at love life. We're going to look at the main areas. What comes up, channeled messages, you know, whatever. But you, I think, are having a bit of a kind of an assessment of all areas of your life under the umbrella of just WTF. What am I doing? Okay. It takes a while to get clarity on that as well, doesn't it? It's a bit like drilling down into the rock and trying to reach the core. Okay. And that is what I'm getting channeled for you, is the image of going into rock and reaching this like molten lava. Yes, I'm getting those. God, who else got those? Well, not those two together, but okay. Your two overall energy cards. The Hermit. Not a very Aquarian card normally, but I can absolutely see why you've got it at the moment. Aquarius, you represent the group, you represent getting out there. Most Aquarians are very good at being, you know, members of an organisation or a club, or just have loads of different friends. You know, some of the friends are attached to that class that you took, and some friends are attached to that place that you went, and they're quite eccentric, and Aquarius is quite eccentric. But it feels like you're looking for meaning, like a higher purpose than what you're doing in the everyday. So what you're doing in the everyday may actually be working for you quite well, but there is a deeper spiritual purpose going on here, and that is what the Hermit shows you. And this can be literal, as in, you know, maybe you need to stop diluting yourself. Maybe some of you, I know lots of people actually, who are just doing too many things because you become good at getting things done. And in the society we live in at the moment, and I'm part of this too, you get rewarded almost, or you feel like you're going to get rewarded for, you know, I run to this and then I do that and then I pick up this and then I go and get that and then I do the other and I do that and then I just collapse at night. You know, that sort of feeling. But there's a call on you to see past the busyness of what is now to the central core of who you are. And this could mean literal physical solitude, as in you're spending more time alone, as my mum would say, peering up your own backside, but you know, she may or may not be right. But I think some peering up your own backside might need to be done, not literally, because every so often we have a cycle in our lives of, what am I doing? Do I need to change this? Do I need to change that? And I feel like the answer is you're at a kind of a yes, but you don't know what the yes is. Okay? The other card you get is the Queen of Swords, which is a great card to get if you're an Aquarius, because it's an air sign card, but also it's the gatekeeping card. The other thing that's going on in your life is if you were, you know, I don't know much about kind of war and all that sort of stuff like in the past, but let's say you had a castle, you know, I'm thinking sort of Game of Thrones style-y, and you've got the perimeter, you've got your moat, you've got your various methods for making sure people can't infiltrate the castle. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is a sort of human version of that, in that you have your life as an Aquarian, but you have your various ways of making sure people don't encroach on your space, you know, trespass over your boundaries, that kind of thing. but you may need to pay some attention to your gatekeeping, to your, literal, the gates in your life. What a weird reading. I've only had 2 cards, those 2, but it's saying such a lot. Well, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's look at your life, purpose and career, then we'll look at your love life, okay? At the end of the reading, if you want more, there is an extended love reading. So, see how it resonates. If you want more, that will be the first link in the description box. Okay, life purpose / career. Nice. Very nice, actually. Ooh, got 3 cards. Ooh, I get this. I really do get this, actually. First off, you get the 6 of Pentacles, and when you're looking at anything to do with career and stuff, and you get somebody going in their pocket, in a card where they're giving you money, you're like, ka-ching, yes please. And this is a card of generosity, of money, of things coming your way, of, it can be emotional, financial generosity, but this is in your life purpose and your career. So we're looking at reciprocity. Who gives back? Does the situation, the job, give back enough to you? And some of that is about the finance, and some of it is about the rest of it. Jobs don't just pay you back in financial terms. They need to pay you a certain amount, and that amount has to reflect the effort. Well, you would hope, it doesn't always, but you would hope it would reflect the effort you take out of the other things you could be doing in your life, but you're not, you're doing that job. But your job also gives you inspiration, it gives you friendship, it gives you fellowship, it gives you a sense of achievement. This is what's on the line at the moment. Is there enough here for you in whatever it is you're embarking on or currently doing? Is there enough reward? First, is there enough financial reward? We can all be as spiritual as we like, but you've got to pay the bills, okay? So first of all, can you pay the bills? This is 101, the first bit. Can you pay the bills? And also the amount of work you're doing, the level of expertise that you've got, is there enough financial remuneration for that? That's your first sort of thing that you're mulling over, that you're thinking about. Secondly, and maybe more important, equally as important, does it float your boat? Is it, lighting your fire, floating your boat, yanking your chain, however you want to put it? Is it an exchange, like an energy exchange? Is energy coming back to you in the form of finance, in the form of inspiration, in whichever other way? Okay. We then get the Magician, which for me is a very Aquarius card. I know the Star is the Aquarius card officially, but for me the Magician is always there for Aquarius. It really shows up for me as an Aquarius card. It just does. So here the Magician has all of the stuff on the table, the 4 elements of the tarot, the sword, the cup, the wand, the pentacle. Also the magic wand. Where would you be as a magician without your magic wand? Then we have infinity up above his head. So he's bringing the infinite down to earth. He's normally got, it's a bit Bee Gees styly, right? Like this. He's normally got one arm up. Think of it as Bee Gees. One arm down. This is how I used to remember the tarot cards, Think of them as disco moves. So up and down. And up and down. Staying alive, right? So the Magician is you, and your job is to bring down that weird stuff that Aquarians sort of have access to and pull it down and bring it to the 3D. You can either do it through teaching or through showing or acting or whatever it is. You could do it through washing cars if you bring enough magic to it. Is this happening for you? This Major Arcana card shows that you have this ability, and that maybe you're pulling in more than you're letting down. In other words, you're getting more downloads, so you're excited, you're thinking, you're wondering. It's giving you a sense of wanderlust, but you've got nowhere to put it and nobody to translate it to. And that can be really difficult, especially if you're feeling you want to do something but you don't quite know what it is. If you're feeling that way, if you're feeling the desire to do more, to do better, whatever it is, just sit with that feeling for a while, Aquarius, because you may not get your answer straight away, and it may not be a very easy answer to get. But if you just sit in the energy, what I'm getting channeled for you is you sitting in the energy as if the energy was like a hillside and little wild flowers starting to pop up all around you. And you thinking, wow, this one, that one, this one, that one. The next card you get as well is the Nine of Swords. What binds you? What holds you back? Swords are kind of mental. So what's keeping you there? What binds you mentally? What are you afraid of? For some of you as well, this might even be, apart from, these ropes, golden handcuffs, where the job has quite good pay, but you don't really like it. The conditions are good. Maybe some of the people are nice. It's okay. You're like, I can't really see a reason to rock the boat. The reason is bigger than you think. I think that's why it comes in at times and goes away, and you think, oh, this is okay. And then it goes back again. So listen to your inner magician, and this may come to you in the form of a dream. It may, that's so weird. There's a book called The Ragged Trousered Philanthropist. I'm not even recommending it as a book. I don't even think I've read it. But I literally I just had a flash to a dream I had about 30 years ago about a pair of cut-off ragged green trousers. And I dreamt about it, and then my mum came in the next day and said, I've cut off those green trousers for you. Go and have a look. So I feel like you may get a dream which has a message in it. And also maybe the Ragged Trousered Philanthropist book has a message for you, or just Google it. I know. Weird. Let me know in the comments section about that though. I love it when you get really specific things and you're like, I have no idea what this is about, but I'm going to tell them anyway. Okay, a couple more cards on career. Oh, yes. And then we're looking at your life. Okay. Ace of Cups. Something you love. A lot of you are in the wrong place at the right time, the right place at the wrong time, whatever it is. Oh my God, where did that go? I just flung the Ace of Cups and I have no idea where it went. Oh my God, Ace of Cups. Oh, there you are. Wowzers. Okay. Ace of Cups. With the star. And yes, I had to draw a 90 on the star. Ask YouTube. What can I say? It wasn't my choice. Okay. So, Ace of Cups and the newly modest star. Of course, the Magician for me is your card, but the star officially is as well. And that is very, very nice. When you get these two together, the Ace of Cups is self-love. It's also kind of an innocence and a purity of becoming your own fountain. It all comes up here and then it all, you give it out to other people. That's really nice. The star card is about manifesting. Even if you're in a job and you're at a time in your life where you've really got to pay the bills and you're like, well, it's all very well, Gemma, talking about inspiration, but I've got to pay the gas bill. I get you, okay? in which case do some daydreaming while you're doing your normal day job. Do some daydreaming, maybe not at work, but at night or when you're on a walk or whatever it is, and just allow yourself to consider what you'd really like to do, no matter what the money was. Okay? Let's look at your love life. I'll just show you. That's your cards there. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, the Nine of Swords. We've got the Ace of Cups, and we have the Star. Let's get a looky-see at your lovely love life. Love life for Aquarius, please. I want that one. Ooh, I'm getting that kind of vibe for you for a while. There's something you're processing. Yeah. And there's the Protection of the Fort card. Okay. Some of you have had either a breakup, because you've got the Three of Cups in the background, even a makeup, because you've got the Two of Cups in the foreground. But there is still a sadness. There's your castle on the hill, seeing as how we're talking about castles on the hill. There's a place or a person or a love you've known before and it feels unfinished. Doesn't mean you need that person back. You just may need to process whatever happened. Also, some of you may be feeling very challenged about trusting again, especially if you're in a new relationship or you've met somebody. Oof. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's time for that cycle to close out. We got the World card, which is a card of cycles. There's been a big cycle in your life of what is right for you, what is no longer right for you, what is going to pass you by, and what you will catch and retain. And this feels like you don't want to feel those feelings because, you know, I've got Venus in Aquarius and it's good for dealing with things, really good for moving on. It's really good for the show must go on, you know. But underneath the show must go on is someone who sometimes has a heart that's breaking a little bit. And I'm just getting a message I don't quite yet understand about you, Aquarius, that there is a heart that is breaking a little bit in the background. So investigate that cycle. That cycle wants to close. Yeah. It tells me that something good is coming in or wants to come in. It's knocking on the glass. I'm getting that really clearly channeled. I can hear the knock on the glass. Something is knocking on the glass. It's knocking on the window and saying, let me in. Open the door. Open the door, Aquarius. 10 of Cups. Gorgeous card. Real opportunity for partnership, for love, for consideration, for equality. Equality is a big part of being an Aquarius. The Knight of Cups, somebody wants to bring it. Somebody wants to bring love to you. I mean, it's very simple, the Nine of Cups. The Knights are messengers, they're bringing something. You know, if you're in your castle and your castle is a bit of a ruin, you're like, I hear you, lady. Castle's a ruin, I get it. But you're still there and someone comes along and they're approaching and they, you know, they've got dressed up and they've brought the cup. Well, might be in your interest to let them in. That's all I'm saying. For some of you, for some reason, I'm getting it's a bit more complicated than that, and I don't know why. But this is actually your love portion of the reading is extremely positive. I've got this lovely Eight of Wands here. So this is a message, a phone call, an email, a piece of momentum, something moving forward. It's Mercury in Sagittarius, so it's got some fire to it. This is a very ardent message. I want you. Wow. It's as simple as that. Oh my God. And then you get the Four of Wands. There's something about fate and destiny when you get the Four of Wands. There's something of a magic. You've arrived at this place. There's a whole heap of potential here for you in your love life. Something about processing this loss does free up a lot of love energy for you. Something about finding what you love in your working life frees up something in your love life. Somebody communicating, or maybe you communicating to somebody, but there's communication here. And also when you get the Knight of Cups and you're an Aquarius, it's kind of coming your way. So it could be a water sign, of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody wants to say something. And we get Falling Fast as your love card. Love happens quickly, and it could happen very quickly when you particularly process that. Don't lose yourself in the process. Oh! And you get settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. And I would like to add, and also in work. Okay, I mean, they're not going to say that, but I am. Divine timing as well. Not going to happen when you think it will or when you want it to. Oof. Try not to drop the whole of the love cards on the table. Okay, Aquarius, that's a very decent reading. I'm going to go and do the extended love reading now, where we are going to look, I'm going to look at Falling Fast because I'm very interested, and Divine Timing actually, and I'm going to look at these three, let's just put it that way, and I'm going to look at these along the bottom as well. Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups, what do they want to say, what's bringing in, who is this person, what's the vibe, is there a shadow side? Woof. So if you want that, it's the first link in the description box below, and leave me a comment. And it's always nice to do a reading for you, Aquarius. I'll see you soon. Namaste.